remember the days when viral meant that you were ill? Nowadays, of course, it means you're looking at something on the internet which everybody else is looking at. And James Creedon, who's here with us now,
Could still
who's
make
got
you sick.
all the buzz on all the online activities. Media Watch is what it's called. James is here. How are you, sir?
I'm all right.
You've had a
Okay.
busy time working on the election, haven't you?
Well, we were here last night looking at the comments as they were coming through, and it was very
I
interesting
know.
indeed. A lot of celebration
I
online.
was at home watching you.
So what I was going to show you tonight might remind you of some of the things I was showing last night. But anyway, we'll get to it. Nicolas Sarkozy in one of these paintings here. You might remember this one sold for a lot of money
Love it.
recently in New York.
125 million, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's been doing the rounds for a few days now, and it's still up there, I suppose. And people, that's a TV game show in France with Nicolas Sarkozy being told he now has to leave. So you see a lot of these photo montage things. A fake front page of the right-leaning paper Le Figaro talking about the France of François Hollande in 2013 with explosions and all sorts of chaos. This one is one of my favourites in the last 24 hours. Supposedly showing the Swiss border with all of the wealthy people fleeing because of a fear of higher taxes under
They're all
François
driving the
Hollande.
same Ferrari by the looks of it.
So there you go, lots of that kind of stuff, video games, Mario, all of that. And this one I thought was maybe a little bit unfair to the First Lady that is soon to be the ex-First Lady,
Yeah.
poking François Hollande, insinuating that she might want to stay on at the Élysée Palace
That was it.
by
Sign
hook or by
saying,
crook.
François, appelle-moi. François, give me a call.
Give me a call, François.
saw that one,
So there you go. That is, of course, a fake Facebook
They're all
page.
a fake. It's all tongue in cheek and it's all for fun.
That's it, exactly it.
You've got to laugh at politics sometimes.
Lots of stuff online, lots of things. This hashtag Reclassement UMP, mocking various ministers because now they're going to be without a job, saying Claude Guéant, maybe he could go and write some guidebooks, maybe for Romania, for example. This because he was one of the architects of a slightly negative campaign against the Roma community.
Against the
at one
Roma
point.
gypsies, yeah,
That's
of
right.
course.
So there you
Indeed.
go.
Yes, indeed. One of the controversial points, of course, of Nicolas Sarkozy's presidency, and there were quite a few of those, weren't there?
There were indeed. There
Okay,
were-
next, I understand you have a video from Taiwan, which is trying to understand and explain the election result.
I suppose we forget sometimes because we're living here that not everywhere has the same knowledge of the details of French politics, and probably just as well. They escape a lot of rubbish, I think, sometimes. Let's have a look at how this Taiwanese cartoon tries to understand the election. There you have Sarkozy bawling his eyes out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That didn't happen, of course. Heading towards the guillotine there. Bankers worried about austerity. Here you have, that's meant to be François Hollande. I don't know if it really looks like him, but ripping up austerity as people are saying he's going to renegotiate that. And here you have Merkozy falling apart. And, France telling Angela Merkel, where to go in terms of the pacts that have been signed. The euro in trouble. So, and look at this, old currencies being dug up, including the Irish punt.
This
See
is
it there?
funny. This is funny, isn't it?
So that was done by a Taiwanese.
Is there great nostalgia for the punt in Ireland?
Well, I suppose the way the economy is going now, there's a nostalgia for the better days, and the punt was a part of that.
Because clearly, in Great Britain, losing the pound would be sacrilege. I mean, even for sort of the Labour Party, it's not just a Conservative issue. Even for the Labour Party, it would be sacrilege to lose the pound.
And I don't know, even if austerity measures are not supported by François Hollande, I don't think that necessarily means old currencies being brought back. The euro mightn't survive, but does that mean the punt comes back? Probably not. But anyway, there you go.
So we'll take a punt at that one.
Right. Now we'll take a look at Mr. Sacha Baron Cohen.
I was going to say Sacha Baron Cohen.
From your neck of the woods. Now let's see his take on the election and what he wanted to say to François Hollande. So Sacha Baron Cohen.
Jahnoun, it is I, Admiral General Aladdin of Wadia. Congratulations to the new president, Francois Hollandaise, on your victory over a midget. However, the only president of France that I acknowledge is Dominique Strauss-Kahn. You should have picked him, people of France.
There you go. He said worse about Dominique Strauss-Kahn afterwards, but I didn't play that. Now he's plugging a movie called The Dictator, probably loosely based on Gaddafi, I would say. But anyway, there you go. So that's his take on it. So people, I suppose, not just reacting to it, but also using it to plug their own movies. And he helped us out here on Media Watch. That kind of made things easy for me, actually. Just play him for 30 seconds.
Thank you, James.
All right.
I think the less I say, the better. James Creedon.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you very much indeed. James Creedon, as I've said before, if he didn't exist, they would have to invent him. James Creedon with Media Watch. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thanks, Mark.